Reports of a confession and new clues in our Kara Kopetsky investigation are only part of the story.
Tonight, investigator Russ Potasic reveals the twisted timeline that's created a split between police and the family.
Well, we all know Kara Kopetsky disappeared 4.5 years ago in the middle of the Belton school day. But we've uncovered police reports that contradict what everyone else believed about the actual date the missing 17-year-old vanished. Home video captures Kara Kopetsky's smile at Christmas.
Come on, you guys go! Woo!
And her energy on a day of family sledding. But she's not remembered for the smiles you see here. Kara is known from this school surveillance video, May 4th, 2007, shortly before she left Belton High School, never to be seen again. And through the words of her mother and stepfather in scores of TV interviews over the years, retelling that May 4th disappearance and their fears.
If this was planned, she would have taken clothes, and she didn't. And if she had to buy clothes, she would have had to use her debit card, and she didn't.
But now, 4.5 years later, Belton police released to the NBC Action News investigators this report telling, for the first time, a very different story. Police say you said she was gone on her own free will.
That report is a lie.
The report says Kara's mom told police the 17-year-old was with the suspect willingly and was not being held against her will.
None of this ever came from us.
None of it's true.
No.
The report says on May 4th, 2007, an officer contacted Kara's mom, Rhonda Beckford, via telephone, who advised police that the MP, meaning missing person, has in fact been missing since May 2nd, 2007. That would be 2 days before anyone knew Kara Kopetsky had disappeared.
That's all a lie. None of that ever happened. I never talked to any police officer over the phone. Kara was at home every day that week. She went to school every day that week.
The Beckfords say that didn't change until May 4th, when Kara left home in the morning and went to school. They say police did not call them. They called Belton police, and an officer physically came to their home and knocked on their door.
It just solidifies what I had already suspected.
Which is what?
Which is that they're not doing their job. They're not trying to find Kara.
Belton police declined our interview request, but in a statement, Police Chief James Person said there is no discrepancy in police reports. They are date and time stamped and have not changed since the original report was written 4.5 years ago.
But there's certainly evidence that a number of critical steps were not taken in this investigation.
Retired FBI agent Michael Tabman reviewed the report and believes whether it's accurate or not, it raises serious questions about Belton's investigation.
I think it was not given the due care it required.
He also reviewed this report that a witness told Kansas City police, a man they consider a person of interest, asked for a change of clothes and a pair of shoes as police were wanting to question the man 1 day after Kara's disappearance. He said although he called the Belton police, they never followed up. He says he left this message with the chief of police of Belton. Never got a call back.
Every police department should return every call they receive. On a high-profile case like this, that's only elevated astronomically.
In this police report, an informant told Kansas City police a suspect confessed to killing Kopetsky, saying, "I killed Kara."
When the officer was at our door, we repeatedly told him, "You don't understand, she was abducted."
They're referring to the kidnapping allegation, handwritten by Kara in a restraining order against her boyfriend, filed 4 days before she vanished.
We were alarmed from the moment that we called police, both then and now.
Kara wrote her boyfriend restrained 1 month ago, choked her, December 6th had a knife and said, "I'm going to slit your throat."
The cops have already done a lie detector test, and if you want to ask them about that record.
A judge ordered a restraining order against Kyler Hughes to acknowledge to me in 2007 police considered him a suspect. Today, Belton police won't say whether the boyfriend is still a suspect, but in 2007 said he passed a lie detector test and had an alibi. In September of this year, police arrested Hughes for attacking a new girlfriend who reported she was choked and told police Hughes said he'd killed people before.
You pled guilty.
Our investigation also uncovered this report of a box believed to contain notes, pictures, and other personal items belonging to Kara Kopetsky, turned in April 11th, 2009, 2 years after her disappearance. An anonymous male told police it was located in the apartment of Kara's ex-boyfriend. But of all we uncovered, it's the Belton report, contradicting the timeline and the Beckford story, that troubles this family the most.
It contradicts everything that we have reported about Kara.
It essentially says that I felt my daughter was a runaway when I did not think that. I felt that her life was in danger, or I would have not have called the police and reported her missing.
The police chief writes, memories can change and fade, but these written documents are a permanent written record, and he will not be put in a position of public conflict.
Come on, Mom.
Today, Kara would be 21 years old.
Today, the family retained an attorney to take on Belton Police. And regardless of the true first date Kara disappeared, they want a new agency to come in and take over this investigation from the very beginning.
Wow.
And I know the family still believes there are people out there that know something.
They are pleading that anyone who knows anything, call the TIPS hotline. There's an $80,000 reward.
All right, you've been on this case since the beginning. We know you'll stay on it.
All right.
Thanks, Russ.